I know this seems pretty trivial, but the minute I heard this, booyah! I couldn't help but smile with nostalgia. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my first video game edition of In My Opinion. I am your host, Max Sigavixi, and today I will be reviewing Injustice: Gods Among Us. Now, I'm a big fan of fighting games. I played Marvel vs. Capcom, Mortal Kombat, Skullgirls. Hell, I even have Street Fighter 4 for my 3DS. However, at first glance, my initial thought about this game was, oh, they're just making a DC version of Mortal Kombat. And if anyone has played fighting games as much as I have, then they would know that the terms Mortal Kombat and DC have not mixed well in the past. However, after further research of the game, I actually found it to be pretty interesting. I mean, there hasn't been a fighting game anything like it before. Sure, it's run on the same engine as Mortal Kombat, but it has all of these different kinds of features and effects. When it comes to ring outs or interactive backgrounds, it was pretty interesting, and once I tried the demo, I was instantly hooked. Most people would ask, well, what reason is there for our superheroes to fight against other superheroes? Well, let me explain you the plot of this game. Long story short, Metropolis has been destroyed, and Lois Lane and her unborn child have been killed, all at the hands of the Joker. That's right, the Joker did all of that in a day. So Superman basically blames himself for the death of his loved ones as well as the destruction of Metropolis. So he decides to create a new world order, the Regime. And through this regime, he, Wonder Woman, and some other heroes decide to establish rule, which makes an opposition between other heroes, especially Batman. I mean, let's face it, Batman is a vigilante, and he's not going to have some dictatorship tell him what to do. Thus, Batman creates a rebellious group of superheroes and a few supervillains in order to fight against Superman's regime in an epic clash of heroes. It's basically rebellion against dictatorship. Most people compare this plot to Marvel's Civil War, which is a fair comparison. And as the trailers indicate, the heroes that people look up to now become the heroes that they fear the most. Frankly, I'd be scared to death if Superman controlled the entire world. I mean, there's no use of an argument with him. You cannot make an argument with Superman. He's the man of frickin' steel. He will end you. This would of course justify the fact that Lex Luthor is with Batman's insurgency in order to fight Superman. Damn, that kryptonite sure comes in handy. The main roster in the game is basically the majority of the Justice League, all of their known villains, and some other characters like Raven, Deathstroke, Nightwing, and Cyborg. The latter of which I find myself playing a whole lot. Booyah! Now the gameplay itself is really unique because it has all this sorts of varieties that you can use. For starters, you have backgrounds that are interactive, meaning that you can have certain objects or statues or cars even that it can use as weapons against your opponent, or as ways of getting out of tight spots. The way these weapons, vehicles, and other accessories in the background are used depends on what kind of character you have. There are two types of categories: power users and gadget users. Then there are the ringouts. Oh my God, the ringouts are awesome. It's basically a way to transition from one level of the stage to another, and the way they portray it is just over the top, ridiculously awesome. I mean, you get slammed or crushed or just blasted by or getting thrown by giants. It's crazy. It really is crazy. Then there's the character buttons, which is basically a special feature for each individual character. What this does, it gives the character certain moves, upgrades, or weapons for them to fight in different styles. And so the character buttons are ways for people to experiment and try out different techniques or play styles with each character. And it's just loads of fun. I mean, you can have endless hours figuring out different combos or different attacks. And it's just so damn cool. In conclusion, while this game may be running on the same engine as Mortal Kombat 9, it's a whole new type of fighting game. With the endless amounts of features and gameplay, I was surprised as to how they got all of this onto one disc. I mean, all the stages look great, the character designs, they look fantastic, the music well suits the theme and atmosphere of the whole story, and it's just loads of fun. I mean, I really just want to go back down and play some more and experiment with different characters. I mean, this game has tons of replay value. I guarantee you that. So if you're a fan of fighting games, DC heroes, or superheroes in general, then I highly recommend you get this game. Because in my opinion, Injustice: Gods Among Us is epic. Also, I'd like to point out that the guy who voiced Cyborg in the Teen Titans cartoon series is also voicing Cyborg in the Injustice game. And I think that deserves a booyah. Booyah! Thank you guys so much for watching. You can check out my channel for other videos, subscribe to my channel, or follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt page. Links will be in the description. And speaking of DC superheroes, if you click right here, you can check out my friend Joey Tedesco at the Cartoon Palooza. He just finished his trilogy of The Batman Chronicles, in which he reviews 3 different types of animated Batman films. So definitely check him out, give him some support, and tell him Max sent you. Until then, I'm Max Sugovixi, and I will see you next time.
Time for the grand finale.
.3D has evolved over the last decade or so. We have evolved from cardboard cutouts with red and blue lenses to wearing disposable plastic frames that make us look like we're wearing sunglasses.